Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, and welcome to What's Up Vlog episode 125. I hope you all had a very Merry Christmas and haven't eaten as much as I have, although surprisingly I weighed myself and seem to have put on absolutely 0 extra pounds, which is quite incredible, but what I'm expecting is that the true effects of what I've been eating will show in the next few days. But in the interest of fairness, I thought I'd better do a quick jump on the scales before this race to make sure I'm not weight doping inadvertently. And turns out I'm not. I feel a little bit looser, I've got to say. I feel a little bit flabbier, but no actual weight gain, which is very surprising. Right, race day again. This is the elbows out, quite stupidly named actually, because this is a TT, and as someone very, very wisely pointed out in the forum, if your elbows are out during an individual time trial, then you're doing something horribly wrong. But this race was never actually intended as an individual time trial, but given the course that we're using and the fact that I wanted it to be quite a short, fast race, it seemed to lend itself to being a time trial, especially given the success of the previous one a few races back, which everybody seemed to really enjoy. So, individual time trial, 4 laps of the London Classic circuit, so nice and flat, just a couple of little kickers towards the end of each lap. Other than that, a nice flat fast course. Obviously the main difference with a time trial is everyone's on TT bikes and therefore we'll get no drafting benefit from each other. We do all go off together, but like I say, no drafting, so no team tactics at play, no using other riders to benefit you. It's every man or woman for themselves. Should be fun. I'm feeling quite strong. I did my 2-for-1 ride this morning, which I felt pretty good in the legs, but my Mac did throw me out about halfway through and I didn't manage to get back in. I carried on spinning for the full hour, but I didn't manage to get back into the event, which is a shame. Not much else I can tell you. It's been a nice Christmas until today. We all went out on a nice family dog walk today, and to a lovely little woods, and some horrible little scrote bags basically smashed the car window and pinched some stuff from the car while we were out walking the dog, which took the shine off what is otherwise a very beautiful sunny day outside. So that was disappointing, but other than that, we've all had a nice Christmas, and I'm kind of raring to get back into the racing, because like I say, I've had my fair share of wine, beer, chocolate and cheese, and I know that weight gain is going to show itself on the scales very soon, so I need to get back on the old Bianca and work my legs a little bit. So I'm sure you guys will put me to the sword today, so it could be just what I need. Anyway, there we go, introduction done, usual thing, jump on the bike. I will have pain cam on today, and because I've had to switch things around, I've actually got a where we've had meals and stuff, I've got a big dining table just behind where you are, where your view is, so which is why everything's kind of reversed and you're looking at this side, so I'm even more restricted for space than I usually am, so it may well be that the main camera angle will be done through my pain cam over there, so you get full on a view of my sweaty, contorted face as we race. But yeah, right, jump on, see you in a moment. Right, here we go, on the start pen, done a warm-up, nice fast-paced warm-up actually, pretty strenuous for a burst, sort of 1 minute 30 second bursts. We got 50 seconds to go, we've got a really big field of 46 riders. A couple are not showing on TT bikes, but I've got a feeling that might be riders that are actually in the start pen for another event. I'm hoping that's the case, and I'm certainly hoping none of those non-TT bikes are league riders, because that would be devastating, having to disqualify anyone. On that subject, my heart rate monitor's not working. It worked on and off during my warm-up, but I might have to disqualify myself after this race. I can prove my heart rate with my Apple Watch, but I'm not sure that's within the rules. Anyway, here we go, 4-lap TT around the London Classic course. Let's wind this up. 5 seconds to go. 4, 3, 2, 1. And good luck everybody, we are off. I can see just ahead of us another huge ride has gone off as well. We're supposed to be, oh actually that's the other categories, isn't it? What am I talking about? I was going to say we're supposed to be exclusively using this course. But that was the A's and the B's, I think, that were going off from a different starting pen. Yeah, and the heart rate monitor's not working. Right, let's try and settle into a rhythm. There's no drafting, so it's all done by yourself. The bonus points, incidentally, are for the fastest individual lap out of the 4 for each category. Alright, I can see my main competitors, or a couple of them. Colin Tressiter 4 seconds ahead, Len Capel 3 seconds ahead. They're both holding much better power than me at the moment. And to be fair, Len's not really a competitor in the league, he's way ahead of me. Keith Denton's just 7 seconds up the road. I think he's a little bit closer to me points wise. And then we've got B Bobo and M Graham, a couple of seconds ahead of Keith. And Robert Mickelson, I can see, is 12 seconds ahead of me. I'm pretty sure he is a competitor points wise for my position within the league. But I went off reasonably fast. I'm now trying to just settle into a comfortable-ish rhythm and see how we go. I've not even started the proper first lap. We're still on this kind of warm-up section. It's a real pain not having my heart rate monitor working. So although I can feel when I'm overexerting, I think psychologically it's nice to see it coming back down again. Oh, Nick Pritchard's just come past me. Good job, I saw him putting out like 8 watts per kilogram at the bottom of that climb. So that's blasted him up there. Ah, heart rate's back up. 178, that feels about right. Feels like it's trying to punch its way through my rib cage. There's no natural respite on this course at all. So it will be a case of me having to ease off to get my heart rate back down again. So Robert Mickelson now 2 seconds ahead, along with Nick Pritchard. Len and Keith both 6 and 7 seconds ahead, respectively. M Graham and B Bobo 15 and 17 seconds ahead. Looking behind me, I've got M Doob, Go Lab from Team Poland, R Martins, they're all 4 seconds behind. Then we have Brian Roden at 7 seconds back and Nick Pousson 9 seconds back. Pacing themselves, I would say. That is a long run up from the start ramp to the start of the first lap, which is why this was only 4 laps. I had to try and take that extra distance into account for a TT. Don't want it too long. Now I have a feeling this lap now, this second lap, or sorry, the first fast lap, will be the one that a lot of people attack for the bonus points. And I think I should have gone off easier on this warm-up and done the same. But I'm definitely going to need at least another lap to try and recuperate a little before I can attack, if I can at all. So Len has now gone past Keith, 13 seconds ahead of me, 2 ahead of Keith. Nick Pritchard just 3 behind Keith, and Robert Mickelson just, you can see him on screen there, just 2 seconds up the road from me. Alright, we're in the first lap proper anyway. I did my 2-for-1 ride this morning, as I mentioned, and got dumped out halfway through the ride. I'm just keeping my fingers crossed that that was my technical for the day done. Alright, Brian Roden is putting out 7.5, 8 watts per kilogram behind me. Now he was either going for a sprint, which I don't think he was, or this is his fast lap attempt.
I can see V Campanarts just 9 seconds behind. Pro rider, great to have you in the race. That's two in a day. We had, who did we have? Enzo Walter, I think that's how it's pronounced, or Walter, from Lotto Soudal was in the 2-for-1 ride this morning. That's 2 pros in 2 rides today. Love it. I'm going to try and have a quick flick up front, see what's going on up there. There's some fast guys. Wow, look at this, it's a big field today. Crikey. I'm heading near the front here. Who have we got there? Someone with the power out. Alright, so we've got J Jar and P Sharp from Pedal Power. First and second on the road at the moment. Now let me just check the bike situation. Alright, J Jar, unfortunately you're not on a TT bike, my friend. So instant DQ, I'm afraid, buddy. So P Sharp currently winning the race, currently leading the race, I should say. So then we've got Jay Adams. Again, let's have a look. What bike you want, Jay Adams? Yeah, TT bike, good man. And actually going through into the lead. And then front of the B category, Martin Bakker, great job, and on the right bike, good man. And he's being towed, or so he's towing along somebody that's not on the TT bike. In fact, there's a couple of riders that are around Martin not on TT bikes. So there's going to be a lot of DQs in this one, I'm afraid, guys. So let's carry on flicking back a little bit. M Batman. Then we've got G Kuman. These are the guys that are around Martin Bakker. Hey, Paolo Mori. He's in there. And I think he's on the right bike. Good man. Well done. 2 seconds back we have S Jaber. Not on the right bike, but with a winning beard. So I might let you go through just because of your beard. S Mitchell. Oh, Jaber's pulled out anyway by the looks of things. S Mitchell. Looks like he's on a TT bike. Yves Linares. Is Yves on the TT bike? Yes, he is. Good man. Oh, sorry, I'm gonna have to go back to me, see what's going on. All right, Campanarts has overtaken me. No real embarrassment in that. And I'm just 1 second behind Robert Andre Mikkelsen. I've got Jay Votler behind me, 6 seconds behind me, followed by Oliver Higby, 15 back, S Antonio, 18 back, S Newbexer, 19, along with Jay Fitzsimmons, and then Darren Hunter at 21. Nick Pousson's doing really well, managed to stretch to 7 ahead of me, along with Golab, Martins and Doob. I've managed to get past Robert Mikkelsen, and so V Campanarts is the next in my sights. Okay, S Antonio has come past me, as has S Newbexer. I didn't see which bikes those guys were on. That's knocked me back a couple of places, unfortunately. Thank you, B Byers, for the ride on. Sorry, I know I've missed a load of other ride ons. Apologies for not calling you out. But trying to save my breath a little bit in this one. Hey, Martin Donovan. Cheers, buddy, for the ride on. Great to see you. There's Arnie Yoka, A category rider, about to come past me as well. Also not on a TT bike, unfortunately. I did ask Swift to auto select the TT bike, but that's not happened. I'm not even sure that's a function that they can do, but unfortunately it's meant that quite a lot are going to be DQ'd. Alright, I've got to shut up. Get my heart rate down. Cheers, Dirk. Last one. Dirk Gatsby. Cheers, buddy. Cheers, Kev, for the ride on. I did see you while I was doing my warm-up. And Brian, great trick, thanks buddy. Yeah, I saw you, Kev, doing my warm-up, but there were about 3,000 people around me. I tried to click on you to give you a ride on, but you were going much faster and just disappeared. Good to see you, pal. Hope you had a good Christmas. Alright, started the penultimate lap. Got Keith D 30 seconds ahead, sorry, 23 seconds ahead. Arnie Oka just 2 seconds ahead, but not on a TT bike. Nick Pousson 29 seconds ahead. Then R Martins and Nick Pritchard just 1 second further up. With Jay O'Kane another 6 seconds further. Behind me I've got Jay Votila at 7 seconds. Then Oliver Higby at 17. And he's been closing actually. He was about 25 not that long ago. 25 seconds behind, so he's doing a good job. Then, oh sorry, just wipe my brow. M Kits, B Bobo, Robert Mickelson at 1:14, F Foracy at 1:24. Alright, Oliver Higby, stunning job just working away at me. He's now just 2 seconds behind, 17 metres behind, and I think my main objective is going to be trying to keep pace with him on this final lap when he gets me. But he's been managing to hold really solid power for the last couple of laps and just wear me down. I've lost distance with Keith a bit, and it's been relatively stable, but he's able to sort of pull out, it seems, if I get a little bit closer than anything closer than about 20 seconds. So I think he's got that under control. Although if I have anything in this last lap, I will be trying it. So Oliver right on my wheel now, along with Arnie Oka. But sorry, Mr. Nioka, but I'm ignoring you because you're on the wrong bike. Okay, here comes Oliver now. Great job, my man. Obviously there's no draft. Just gonna have to try and dig in, stay with him if I can. I think Oliver's being clever here. I think he knows neither of us are likely to catch Keith. We're not under a massive amount of threat from behind, so best bet would be to conserve a little bit so we can fight it out with each other at the end of this lap. That makes good sense to me, and I've just got to make sure he doesn't just burst away at any point. I'm going to try and have a quick look further ahead. It's really hard with Oliver here. I'm scared that I'll flip back and he'll be gone. Maybe I'll wait for a minute, sorry guys. I can see Nick Pritchard 44 ahead, Keith D 25, and it's Oliver and myself. And then going back in terms of league riders, we've got Darren Hunter. I have got M Kitzer between myself and Darren Hunter. Then F Foracy for the next lead rider, which is Robert Mickelson at 150, with Dwight Williams just 9 seconds behind Robert. So that could be interesting. Oliver's kicked in a bit. He's going for it. Oh, he really is going for it. He's up in the fours now, Oliver. I can't match that. And he's just going to cruise away from me here. Great job. He might even close in on Keith. All right, I'm going to flick forward. Have a look. So, as I mentioned, there's Oliver with Nyoka on the wrong bike. Here's Mr. Keith Denton, 15 seconds up the road. Nick Pritchard. He is 3 seconds behind this little bunch here of Nick Pousson. Oh, excuse me. Nick Pousson. A Golab. R Martins. M Doob. And then we got a 17-second jump up to M Wilcock. And then another 25 seconds to Len Capel doing a brilliant job. Just 14 seconds behind John Grenfell, who's 3 seconds off S Antonio. And 6 seconds further up, we have David Potts. And he's only 17 seconds off today's celebrity rider, V Campanarts. And V Campanarts is closing in on a group of 3 or 4 here, which is B Schultz, R Clement, who's on the wrong bike, Jim Pocock. Oh, Jim, please don't. Oh, good. Phew. Jim's on a TT bike. Good stuff. Then we have Brian Roden, who is also on a TT bike. Good man. Then 5 seconds up the road, we have Liebhoff. And then it's another 12 seconds up to Colin Tressida. And then next in order, it's going to be, oh, I thought it was going to be Brett Smith, but we've got Jay Gorilla, who's 7 seconds up the road from Colin Tressida. So let's try and get up to our leaders if we can. We've got Bigzewski. Then we have Jay Turner. Then we have P from WBR. F Noiret. B Cowart. L Gagnon. WO. Then we have A Richardson. Then we've got a 23 second jump to D Potts. We're going around in circles here, aren't we? Why can I not get to the guys? All right, so Rich Vickers, I just saw, he'd done more greater distance than everyone else. So where is he? Oh, I've got to try and get to the front of this race. Vesperini's done 26.7. I think I'm going to struggle to find the leaders here. 27.3, A Richardson. It's not showing a position though. Maybe these guys have finished. Oh man, I think that's why. I think you guys have finished. Ah, sorry everyone. Missed it again. Alright, back to me. Oliver, 35 seconds up the road. Good job, man. I've just been cruising actually, but that's not why he's way ahead of me. He was pulling away anyway. Alright, I'm going to have a real kick for this last couple of K. Let's see what we got. Oh no, Jim Pocock's got cramp. I don't know if he's already finished. I'm going to try and get some of the other guys over the line here. So, see Len. Alright, here's Jim coming up to the line. He's got, I don't know what position he's in the seas, but he's looking reasonably high up there from where I'm standing. So, well played, Jim. Great ride. Then we've got D Potts coming in just behind. I'll flick away just on the line, as always. Well done, Mr. Potts. B Schultz is just going to nick it. Oh no, it's Jay Grenfell just behind. Then we've got Len Capel coming up. Hey, Mr. Harvey's going to do him on the line, but Joe's got another lap to go. Good riding though, Joe. He's going for the sprint or maybe that lap time. Then we have S. Newbexer coming over, 300 metres to go. Got a whole gaggle of riders chasing quite hard behind him. So S. Newbexer's going to come through. Let me have a little look at this, see what's going on in this group here. all pretty tight. It's Nick Pousson at the moment at the front of it and putting out the most power. But M Doob has got the draft. M Doob's got the power. He's coming through. He's going to nick it just on the line. He just managed to steal it. Good job. Right, I've come out of the event module, I think. Let's get back to me. All right. So who else? Here comes Keith, just over the line, just caught him. Oliver, oh, he ran Keith very close. Good job. Then we've got Arnie Oka next to come over. And it'll be Jay Votler, just a handful of seconds behind. And behind him we've got M Kits. Well done. And then it'll be me, just cruising in, having blown my chance at fighting with Oliver and Keith, purely just because I'm not fast enough. No other reasons, no other excuses. So behind me will be Robert Mickelson, Darren Hunter, then F for Racy, B Bobo, J Fitzsimmons. I can see Velo Vikings there as well. I can't see who that is in front of Velo Viking, but that's me over the line. Whew. Not as leg shattering or lung busting as it could have been, purely because my race was done well before the end. So I didn't have any sort of killer sprints to deal with. Right. I'm going to give everyone a ride on so you don't have to watch this bit. I can never give the person in first place a ride on. This happened in the last one. No idea why that is. Right. Oh. So, overall race winner, Jay Jar. Not on a TT bike. Sorry, buddy. I'm going to completely ignore you. So, overall race winner, P Sharp. Great job in the A category. Unfortunately, we have no A category, as I've mentioned previously, in the league. But it's a race win. So, great job, P Sharp. There are lots of others here that weren't on TT bikes, but I can't remember, so I will read your names, but unfortunately quite a lot of you will not be counted. So, winner, P Sharp, then Jay Adams, G Kuman, Paolo Mari, great job buddy, T Webber, Yves Lanaire, another stunning ride, then we have M Batman, followed by Martin Backer. Martin takes it for the Bs in the league, great ride Martin. Then we have S Mitchell, TVR 2209, A Wed, Brett Smith, great job Brett, another solid ride as always from you. Then we've got S Desagny, C Sliney, P Masterson, Rich Vickers, A Richardson, WO99810, sorry 9981, I was thinking of Beverly Hills 91810, whatever it was, B Cowart, J Turner, F Noiret, L Gagnon, P J Gorilla, M Bashutsky, C Tressiter, J Joe. Did we not have J Joe winning as well? Oh no, it's J Jar. Okay, J Joe. And then we have R Vesperini, V Campanarts. Great to have you there, Campanarts, Mr. Campanarts. Z Bolvari, Brian Roden, A Leaphoff, R Clement, Jim Pocock, D Potts. Now Jim Pocock, did you, oh no, Colin Tressida, did you get the league win for the C's? I think you might have done. Good job, man. Damn, I think you're close to me on points as well, or were. You won't be anymore. You're well ahead. Right, where did we get to? So, Jim Pocock, D Potts, S Antonio, B Schultz, J Grenfell. Then we have Mr. Len Capel, S Newbexer, M Doob, N Pousson, A Golab, R Martins, M Wilcock, Nick Pritchard, J O'Kane, Mr. Keith Denton, Oliver Higby. Again, stunning ride, Oliver. I know I mentioned it a few times, but you just wore me down. Great job. Arnie Oka, also not on a TT bike. Jay Votler, M Kitch, myself, Mr. M Neal, R Mickelson, D Hunter, F Farazi, B Bobo, J Fitzsimmons, Dwight Williams, who in the league I think gets the win for the D category. So another very strong ride from Mr. Dwight Williams. Well done, buddy. Then we have Velo Viking, M Arbery, R Baronti, N McGrath and P Mays. Rounding things off. I think there are a few riders still out there, so we will wait as always, or I will. You don't have to wait and watch. Alright, let's fire ride-ons out to these guys that have come in since. Alright, let's check out the categories. And for the purposes of the league, I will just read out the league registered riders, of which obviously there aren't any in the A category, which is a shame because of the regulars there. Look, we got, it could be P Sharp, P Mari, Wylenaires, all regulars in these races, and you guys have definitely got to get yourselves signed up for the next league because that'll make a brilliant A category with you three fighting it out, and we'll try and entice a few more A's. So well done guys. Let's flick over to the B's and look at the league riders here. So flicking down that, I'm going to say Martin Backer with the win, Brett Smith second, Rich Vickers coming in third. Hey Richardson, are you registered in the league? Apologies if I ignore you, but I'm not entirely sure. So I'm going to say Jay Gorilla is next in the league, followed by B Roden and Jay Grenfell. Great job guys. Alright, C's, let's have a look. So looking down for the first league rider, it does look like it was Colin Tressida for the win. Fantastic job Colin, well done. Bang on the category limits, absolutely stunning performance. So Colin Tressida followed by Jim Pocock in second, I think. And then David Potts in third. Then we have Len Capel fourth. Nick Pousson, oh no, sorry, Nick wasn't registered in the league. You also definitely got to get yourself registered next time, Nick. So where were we? Was I on fourth? So Colin Tressida, Jim Pocock, D Potts, Len Capel fourth, yeah. And then it is Keith in fifth, Oliver sixth, which means I get another seventh place. I'm getting these reasonably high positions purely through people not being able to make the races, which is fantastic for me. So if everybody else in the C category could continue to not turn up, that would be brilliant. Right, so I get seventh, which means Robert Mickelson is in 8th, Darren Hunter in 9th, and Velo Viking 10th. So you guys, everybody picked up more than the standard or the obligatory 1 point for finishing. So well done guys. Right, D category. Let's have a look. Right, we are going down to Mr. Dwight Williams. Another win in the D's, fantastic. Once again, he is right on the cusp of becoming a C rider. And I've got a feeling next ride, next season, that's where Mr. Williams will be. But he's within the limits, really strong ride. Well done, Dwight. And so second place goes to Noel McGrath, fantastic. And of the other finishing riders in the D category there, I don't recognise any as league riders. So big points for you guys. So I'm going to wrap it up here. Yeah, really fun race. I didn't manage to fight with Oliver in the way that I'd like to when he finally caught me. But to be honest, I was reasonably on the limit, just trying to keep him back for as long as I did. So unless he had put too much into charging me down, it was highly unlikely I was going to be able to make much of a fight of it. So well done, Oliver. Keith, super strong as always, pace to perfection, just kept that 20-second gap to me until the final lap where he managed to extend it even further. So great job, Keith. And so that was the only sort of race around me really that I was able to keep an eye on. Apologies again for not being able to watch you guys over the line. The longer races will allow me to do that more often, I'm sure. But right, I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you very, very much for riding. Thank you very much for watching. The next league race, do you know what? I haven't got a clue. I'll have to look it up. I'm sure you guys will tell me in the forums. Right, enjoy the rest of your week. Enjoy the rest of your Christmas holidays, anyone that's off. I think we've got a break until after New Year's now anyway. So I will see you all in 2018. Ciao.